So I want to talk about something which is very important, especially if you're a student in any school at any level. Please make sure you pay attention and watch this video to the end. It's just 15 minutes video or so, right? It will help you. It will help you. Now I feel, okay, say the time don't reach. This is the time. I need to be talking about certain things that are necessary as regards the success of especially the students. So be say me, now for education line, I mean a day, a full ground. Now me, BG Maths, right? Okay, so I want to talk about the importance of the 5 core science subjects, right from O level, and then taking it further into higher institution. And specifically, starting from 100 level. So please, make sure you pay serious attention to this. Definitely, many people already are in 100 level now. There are still those from secondary school who will take JAMB and other things, and they will apply to different schools from where they will start their study from 100 level. So just please pay attention to this down to the end and share this video so it will reach other people. Make everybody benefit from it. It's important you take your maths, physics, chemistry, English, biology seriously. I don't know what you may have known or believe or what any other person may have told you about. But you see, there is something I try to make sure I give out correct information as it should be. And I believe that any who take this information to heart will not regret it. As a science student, your mathematics is extremely important. You know what? Any level you are operating at, whether it is 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, or 500 level, whether you are doing your master's program, you're going to meet calculations. Even if your course is not coded maths, you want to take note of something that as long as the course you are offering has an element of calculations in it, the only subject that will help you pull through is your mathematics. Now, for those who are in 100 level currently, you don't joke with your maths. Think about physics. Think about chemistry. In the various aspects of the courses, there are so many calculations in them. Yes, there are so many calculations in them. And you can only survive this course by making sure that you take your maths seriously. Talking about physics, in O level we deal with physics, and you could hear some science students tell you, well, I love chemistry, but physics is somehow, it does this to me. You really have no choice. You don't get choice. That is the truth. Let me tell you, in 100 level, physics, for example, in Unizik, I know, is 3 credit load course. Most of the physics course, apart from the practical. If you talk about physics 101, physics 102, physics 103, physics 201, these are 3 credit load courses. I know for those in 100 level, maybe for now, you may not know much about credit load and credit unit, but these are key to your, scoring high points in your result. You hear of someone making first class, second class, upper. These are connected to scoring high in all these 3 credit load courses. Now, if this is the case in the aspect of physics, why then should you not, as a science student, take your physics seriously? Why would you have challenges in physics, and you just give up in it? It is not ideal. It's not advisable. You want to work on it. And the truth of the matter is you can succeed. You can. Some students will complain that when they were in secondary school, SS1, SS2, SS3, their teacher in this subject, he was not doing this, was not doing that. Well, I don't know, but to me, that is old-fashioned already, you understand? Why I say that is the kind of, sorry, I'm so sorry I have to say this, nonsense happening in all this old level of studies where important subjects are not being given much attention to because of there's so many subjects that are being done, some of which are not vital to what most of you are pursuing in your higher education. All right, they're not vital. But you as a person, knowing how important this subject is, you know you have challenge, what should you do? These subjects are fundamental. You don't joke with them. You don't joke with them. In those days, we were in secondary school, these are key subjects you don't play with. And to prove it that math, physics, chemistry, English, biology, as a science student, you don't joke with them. Think about it. You are sitting for your JAMB. There are 4 out of these 5 subjects you take. Any school that wants to offer you an admission will check for these 5 subjects. Yeah, biology, depending on whether you are going for medical field or maybe engineering, you can have plus minus, but I particularly, advise students to take biology. If you are going for medical field, you must credit your biology. You must. Some will tell you agric or whatever. Well, I don't want to go much discussing that, but whether agric biology, that biology, very important. You don't joke with it. But you know that biology does not deal with much calculation. That is why, plus minus, even though you are very good at biology, you must make sure this other aspect of subject, you don't joke with them. So if you have challenge with any of these subjects, complaining doesn't solve any problem. Please, GMAT 41 would not want any one of us to continue to fall in that trap of constant complaint without finding a way out. If you know you have problem in maths, if you know you have problem in physics, if you know you have problem in chemistry, what should you do? Because these are the subjects that most students complain about. They come to biology, they can read, okay? But you see this other subject, because of calculation, I don't know. Laws, theories you have there, and then the mathematics that comes in. Many students complain about this subject. When you have a problem and you know that this is a problem, the next thing you should do is to find a way to solve it. We want to be problem solvers, not to continue to complain about the problems we have. Look for a way to solve it if there is a way. And the truth be say, way day. Think the challenge is that most of us don't want to go extra miles. You see, in this present dispensation, the life we live now, when it comes to education, let me tell you, it shouldn't just end in the 4 walls of a building, called a classroom before a student can learn. Even in university, most of our university in this country, in Nigeria, most times you have this challenge. Where if it comes to teaching students, maybe they're not being given what really is required to make them, excel. But there are still students that are excelling. It is because they went extra mile. Online, you have so many materials. Either you go to Google or even on YouTube, you have audio-visual learning aids where you could see someone teach. You watch the person, you see how the person is analyzing concepts. Of course, GMAT 41, is one among the many platforms that do that. If you come to Unizik, GMAT 41 is at the forefront in promoting a distance learning, which we can call online learning. Am I communicating? So you have all these avenues, these opportunities available for you to go extra mile to solve these challenges. So if any one of you, have problems in these key subjects I've mentioned, as a science student, as an engineering student, as a medical student, please, if you're in 100 level now, you want to work hard, try to solve those challenges before you kick off fully. I know about Unizik, admission is raining on students, many people have been admitted. That's good, kudos, congratulations. But remember that this is just but the beginning of the journey. If you do your registration, whatever you are doing, at the end of everything, what determines all these things in this journey are your performances in your courses. So you want to make sure you start now. Start now. Don't wait. That subject you have problem on in your science subject, I've mentioned the 5 key science subjects. Make sure you start working on them. You can join GMAT 41's learning community, all right? You can tap on the subscription button. You can also become a channel member by tapping on the join button just below this video. All right, select whichever package to become a channel member so that you can have full access to our learning materials. And then you can also engage one-on-one with GMAT 41 so as to be coached in areas you're having difficulty. So this present technological world is no longer the time for anybody to really continue complaining about a particular subject or course. Take responsibility. Be intentional. I repeat, be intentional. To be intentional means that you want to make deliberate choices to reflect on what is most important to you. Make deliberate choices to reflect on what is important to you. At the end of everything is true. I understand, and I always tell students, let your academic performance not define you in future. But you know what? As long as you have decided to undertake on these 5-6 years of academic work, and then those that were admitted into 4-year course, the truth is you are now an apprentice. Yes, you go serve the university for 4 years, for 5 years, or for 6 years or more, as the case might be. So what do you go do? What do you go do for this period of apprenticeship? Would you go in there and then you play, waste these years? Of course, if you don't want to go to school, you can use that time to go and learn a particular skill. And of course, you can still survive. Learn what is most important to people, a skill that can offer people service, where you can sustain. Because at the end of everything, spend how many years in whatever you are doing, the stomach is the most important. You want to take care, put food on the table. So even if you get a particular skill that can provide services to people, you can get paid and take care of yourself, good. Take care of your needs. It's not bad. It mustn't be school. But if you have chosen that path to go to school, it's still okay, but you want to take responsibility, please. When you start your studies, the truth is sometimes it might not be all what you really expected. Yeah, that's the truth. It might not be all what you expected. At O level, you go to school, you sit in the class, teachers come to teach you and other things. It's not like that when it comes to the university setting. That's the truth, especially in our own environment in this country. Most times you would have to go extra miles in personal studies, take tutorials, take online lessons in order to make yourself fit for your exams. We have found ourselves in such a way that it's much as if it's exam we now take. But you have no choice. You have decided to embark on this journey. Please, dear student, the GMATS 41 is using this opportunity to encourage you all. This video is not to scare anyone. No, it's not. We went there. People are still going. In as much as it's not even a way to encourage anyone to go out, to go back, each of us, we have decisions to make in life. All I am saying is if you've decided to embark on that journey, please take responsibility. Be intentional in the grades you want to score in your courses. Be intentional. Make deliberate choices to reflect on what is most important to you in life. And that is simple. It involves taking your personal studies seriously. When you go for lecture and there is no lecturer to teach you, you don't just sit down there doing nothing. Okay? I understand that it's not every time you keep reading, but you want to plan yourself. You want to do what? Plan yourself. Don't waste any time. If a lecturer is not there, what can you do? You can get your book, your textbook, and study. If you feel that textbook or what they're saying that you don't understand, the points there, because of course different writers have different style of writing, and a student may just not understand a particular textbook. The truth is you can actually Google a particular topic and read online. Much more importantly, you have this YouTube now. Yeah, honestly, I respect this platform. I respect it. To me, it's just like a university on its own. Why not come onto this YouTube, type that topic, and you can take a video lesson on it, where you can also engage with whichever tutor or educator that is in charge of that platform. Like I said, GMATS 41, me, I full ground. I day here for now. They feel me, right? And the aspect of your math, your physics, your chemistry, English, now all those courses that are maths related in your 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, all those courses that are physics related, all those courses that are chemistry related, GMAT are they here for now. All you could just do is join us. Join us if you know you need that push to give you that grade that will define you for your future, that grade that you'll be happy with, that grade that your parents will also be proud of. Always remember to take your studies seriously.